In this video, we will be continuing the series of questions from definite integration. So this is part 3. Before watching this video, I strongly recommend dear students to kindly watch definite integration part 1 and part 2 PYQs so that this makes sense. These questions make sense. So the first question says the number of elements in the set S, X is such that, now this is in set builder method, X is such that X belongs from 0 to 100. Right, and integral 0 to x t square sine of x minus t dt is equals to x square. I think we have to solve this, right? So the first thought which may come to you is apply Newton-Leibniz theorem. That means differentiate on both sides. You can try it yourself. That doesn't work. It will give you only one solution, that is x equals to 0. But apart from that, it doesn't help much. So what we have to do is we have to apply by parts. And what does that state? Integral f into g is equals to f integral g minus integral of f dash integral of g, right? So here f is the first function and g is the second function as per the abbreviation I laid, right? And this is the order of preference from left to right. So the given question is, so if you have noted down this formula, I'm erasing it, we will be using this formula. So the given equation is integral 0 to x t square times sine of x minus t dt is equals to x square, right? Correct? So what should we do is we'll apply by parts. I late, right? So this is algebraic function and this is trigonometric function. So this is the first and this is the second. That means this is first and this is second, right? So as per the formula, this will be first function into integral of second one, integral of sine x minus t dt. Right, and the limits will be from 0 to x, right, minus derivative of t square, so to first it will be derivative of t square, that is 2t into integral of sine of x minus t dt and the whole dt. The limits will be from 0 to x. This should be equals to x square. I think till here it is clear, right? Now, yeah, so this will be t square multiplied with integral of sine x is minus cos x, so we will write minus cos of x minus t and divided by coefficient of minus t should be minus 1. So integral of sine x dx is minus cos x, integral of sine of x minus t should be negative of cos of x minus t by minus 1 because the coefficient of t is minus 1. Hope you understood this. So the limits are from 0 to 1 and we can cancel this minus sign, and here we can take this 2 outside, we get integral 0 to x t. Again we will write minus cos of x minus t with the minus sign. This minus and minus gets cancelled, so this should be equal to x square. Now if I apply the upper limit for the first part, I should replace t with x, so we get x square into cos 0. Cos 0 is 1 minus, now we have to replace t with lower limit, that should be 0 because t is 0, right? So this is clear, I think. Minus. Now again we have to apply by parts, so this will again be the first function and this should again be the second function, right? So I'll use a different ink here, so we'll get integral, right? I'm calculating this here, right? This part, the integral of this I'm calculating it here. So it will be t times first function into integral of cos. Now integral of cos, if you have understood, it will be sine of x minus t with a minus sign. Hope you understood this. See, there is a minus sign here, be careful. Now there will be limits here, 0 to x. So we can write minus 2 times, okay? We can write this as, no, this is the continuation. We can write this as minus 2 times minus, right? And then we have, we will differentiate t first. So that will be 1. Integral of sine, integral of cos will once again be sine of x minus t with a negative sign, right, dt. Yes, and the limits will be from 0 to x. I hope you understood this step. This will be equals to x square, right, on the right hand side. Now this and this gets cancelled. So what remains is minus 2 times, minus 2 is there here, right? We can, now we have to replace the value of t with upper limit, that is x. So we get x into sine 0, that is 0, minus, already there is a minus sign, we'll keep minus. Now we have to replace t with 0. So this entire function becomes 0, right? Fine. Now again this minus and this minus gets cancelled and integral of sine will become, so here I think we have plus, and integral of sine will become negative of cos x minus t and we have to divide with -1 because the coefficient of t is -1, and the limits will be from 0 to x, and that should be equals to 0, right? I hope you understood this. So finally we have this, and this gets cancelled. Finally we have -2 times, so cos of x minus t, the limits are from 0 to x. That means this should be 0, right? I mean, yeah, this bracket should be equal to 0, right? Because 0 by -2 is anyway 0, and we replace t with the x, so we get cos 0 minus cos x equals to 0, right? That means 1 is equals to cos x. X can be either 0 or 2 pi or 4 pi or so on. What should the maximum value? Maximum value I think should be 30 pi, because I think 32 pi, 3.14 into 32. Yeah, so 32 pi is greater than 100, right? 32 pi is just greater than 100. That means we should stop this as 30 pi, right? At 30 pi. So that means, yeah, so we have 16 such values. That means x should be equals to 16, right? 16 should be the answer, right? Now let us go to the next question. Next question says, let a differentiable function f satisfy the equation integral 0 to 36 f of tx by 36 dt is equals to 4 alpha f of x, and if y is equal to f of x is a standard parabola passing through the points. I think just by this, see this question, y is equal to f of x is a standard parabola, right? Now let me assume the parabola to be x square by 4, because it is telling standard parabola. Now the origin should be at the vertex should be at the origin. Vertex should be at the origin. Now this parabola is passing through the point 2, 1. That means replace x with 2, we get 4, and y with 1. So ultimately we get the value of a as 1. That means the parabola is nothing but x square is equals to 4y, right? It is also passing through the point -4, beta. So replace x with -4, we get 16 is equals to 4 into beta. Beta should be equals to 4. I hope you understood this, right? Now we want the answer of value of beta to the power alpha. So we got beta. Now we need to find alpha, right? So we'll do one thing. Y is equals to f of x, right? And what is f of x equals to? What is y equals to? Basically x square by 4, right? So that means f of x is x square by 4. What is f of tx divided by 36? Replace x with tx divided by 36. So we get t square x square by 36 square into 4. Replace x with the tx by 36. So we get this value. Now let us calculate this value. Let us calculate this value. So integral of 0 to 36, instead of f of t x divided by 36, we can write t square x square by 36 square times 4 dt, and that should be equals to 4 alpha into f of x is anyways x square divided by 4. So we can cancel this 4. Now since the limits are with respect to t, x square will be a constant, and that can be taken outside, and 36 square and into 4 also can be taken outside. So what remains is integral 0 to 36 t square dt, and that should be equals to alpha x square. Now we can comfortably, I think, integrate this x square by 4 into 36 square. So this becomes t cube divided by 3, right? So ultimately it becomes 36 cube divided by 3 minus 0 if I replace the upper and lower limit for the integration, and that should be equals to alpha x square. So 36 square and cube gets cancelled. Ultimately what remains is x square into 36 by 12 is equals to alpha x square. So this is, so we have 3x square is equals to alpha x square. Now let me bring all the terms to the left hand side. We get x square into 3 minus alpha equals to 0. That means either x equals to 0 or alpha equals to 3, right? If x equals to 0, I think y also equals to 0. Yes, and that is a point on the parabola, which is the vertex. Ultimately we want the value of beta raised to the power alpha. Beta I think is how much? 4, and alpha is equals to 3. So beta raised to the power alpha should be 4 raised to the power 3, which is 4, I think 64. Yeah, so 64 should be the answer for this question. Hope you understood this, right? Yes, let us go to the next question. Next question, it says, if f of x satisfies the relation f of x is equals to e power x plus integral 0 to 1 y plus x e power x f of y dy, then e. So dear students, this is a very famous model, right? And please listen to this carefully, and this is an important model, right? So listen to it very carefully. So we can write f of x is equals to e raised to the power x plus integral 0 to 1. Let us split the integral. So we can write f of y into f of y dy plus integral 0 to 1 x e power x f of y dy. So I think we can comfortably take this x into e power x outside the integration because it is anyways a constant. So we can write it in this way. Now think about it, this should anyways be a constant na? Because we will be replacing the upper and lower limit with 1 and 0. So can we write this as e power x plus, let me write this as a, let me write this as b. Is this clear? Because this also should be a constant. Now this is a very important step, right? Why? Because we will be now using the same equation to find the values of a and b. You may wonder, how can we use the same equation to find the values of a and b? It is in this way. Let us rewrite a, and what is a? It is nothing but integral 0 to 1 y f of y dy, right? A is this, right? And what is f of y? Let us write f of y as, let us again use this equation. F of y will be e power y plus a plus y e power y b. Hope you understood this, right? So now a will be integral 0 to 1 y into e power y dy. Let us split the integral. A into integral 0 to 1 y dy plus 0 to 1 y square e power y. B is anyways a constant, I can take it outside. So we get this value, right? So what will this be? So this should be, if I integrate it first, so this should be the first function and this should be the second function. Directly we will get integral of y into integral of e power y, that is y into e power y, limits are from 0 to 1, minus integral of derivative of y is 1 into integral of e power y is e power y. So this is from 0 to 1. Hope you understood this. And here we get integral of y is y square divided by 2, 0 to 1 plus b times. We are applying by parts here, dear students. So again, y square into integral of e power y is e power y, limits are from 0 to 1, minus integral of derivative of y square is 2y e power y dy. So 0 to 1, right? Now I think this is once again repeating. If we find the value of this, we can directly replace that here. So this is nothing but 1 into e power 1, right? That is e minus 0 minus, I think this is again e power 1 minus integral of e power y is again e power y, e power 1 minus. So this should be e minus 1. I hope you understood this, yes students. Next, that means the value of integral y e power y is nothing but, I think it is e minus e plus 1. So it is simply 1, right? And here we get 1 by 2 minus 0, and here we can replace y with 1 as the upper limit. So we get e power 1 minus 0, and here this is nothing but 1. Did you understand this? Because we can simply replace this with this value, which is anyways 1, right? So we get ultimately 1 plus a by 2 plus b into e minus 2, right? So a minus a by 2 is a by 2 equals to 1 plus b into e minus 2. Let us say this is equation number 1, right? Now we have two unknowns, a and b, so we need two equations. Again we will try to find b using this equation, right? Using this equation. So b is nothing but integral, what is b? B is nothing but integral 0 to 1 f of y dy, right? So b is integral 0 to 1 f of y dy, right? And what is f of y? F of y, we will be using this particular equation, okay? So f of y will be in e power y plus a, right, plus y into e power, wherever x is there we will replace x with y into e power y into b, right? So we get y e power y b dy. So again we can split it, integral 0 to 1 e power y dy plus a integral 0 to 1 dy plus b times integral 0 to 1 y e power y dy, right? Okay, so this is nothing but integral of e power y is e power y, and if I replace, okay, let me write it in this way, plus here I will write 1 minus 0 because integral dy is anyways y, and this value is 1. We just calculated it in the previous step, right? So we can comfortably cancel this. So we get 0 is equals to e raised to the power 1 minus e raised to the power 0 is 1 plus a. That means a is ultimately equals to 1 minus e. I hope you understood this, right? A is equals to 1 minus e. Let us substitute this in equation number 1, right? equation number 1. So equation number 1 says a divided by 2 is equals to 1 plus b into e minus 2. So yeah, so replace a with 1 minus e. So we get 1 minus e divided by 2 is equals to 1 plus b times e minus 2. So 1 minus e, if I bring 1 to the left hand side, I get minus 2 divided by 2 is equals to b times e minus 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So we get negative of 1 plus e divided by 2 into e minus 2, or e is equals to b times e minus 2. So what are they asking in the question? I think they are asking us to find the value of e plus f of a 0, right? So fine. So we have the value of b as negative of e plus 1 divided by 2 times e minus 2. So this is the value of p, and then we have the value of a as 1 minus e, right? Now they are asking us to find the value of e plus f of 0. So again we will be using this equation to find the value of f of 0. F of 0 will be, so it should be e power 0 plus a, plus this is anyway 0, right? Because if I have to replace x with 0, so it will be e power 0 plus a. So it will be e power 0 plus a. I think f of 0 is equals to 1 plus a. And what is the value of a? A I think is 1 minus e. So I think in this question, he's asking us to find e plus f of 0, that should be equals to 2. I don't think we have to find b. So probably this could have been avoided, because if we have noticed this part of the question, then we could have saved a couple of seconds. So I think, yeah, this is an important point. B need not be found. Anyways, e plus f of 0 should be equals to 2, right? So the answer here is 2, right? Now let us go to the next question. Next question says, let f be a polynomial function such that f of x square plus 1 is equals to x power 4 plus 5x square plus 2. So now this is a very standard type of question, and we know this type of questions. How do we solve this? So we will try to express the right hand side in terms of x square plus 1. So we have x power 4 plus 5x square plus 2. See, once we get the value of f of x, no, then the question is done. So what we'll do is we'll try to write this as x power 4 plus 2x square plus 1 plus 3x square plus 1. I hope you understood this step. See, why am I doing this? Because I want to express the right hand side in terms of x square plus 1, right? So now can we write this as x square plus 1 whole square? And now what to do with this? We can write this as 3 times x square plus 1. We have plus 3, right? And we should get 1. So we can write minus 2, right? So I hope this you understood this. The students, if we replace if we replace x square plus 1 with t, what do we get? T square plus 3t minus 2. That's it. So f of t is t square plus 3t minus 2. And what are they asking? They are asking us to find integral 0 to 3 f of x dx will be nothing but integral 0 to 3 f of t dt, right? I can replace the variable here. So f of t will be t square plus 3t minus 2 dt. So now I think we can comfortably integrate this. This will be t cube by 3 plus 3t square by 2 minus 2t. The limits are from 0 to 3. Let us replace the upper t with 3 for the upper limit. We get 3 cube divided by 3 plus 3 into 3 square divided by 2 minus 2 into 3. So this is the upper limit, and lower limit will be anyway 0, I think, right? So 27 by 3 is 9, and we get 3 into 9 is 27 divided by 2 minus 3 into 2 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. So 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 27 should be 33 divided by 2 should be the correct answer. Let us see. And that is option 4, right? So this is the answer. In the next part, I will be uploading the remaining questions. Thank you for watching this video.